Let everybody know what your condition is called.
Well, I guess it's really still called hidradenitis suppurativa. They
Right.
call it HS now. I'm starting to see
HS.
more
Yeah.
commercials on TV for remedies for this, but they didn't have anything August
Okay,
of
18. So,
2018. It was girls were about just over a year old.
right. So
I
we were
couldn't take it
talking,
anymore. I was getting knocked on them all the time, and
right,
I thought I was going to lose it,
right.
So I had to do something. So I got to extreme measures. I had to do something.
I mean, I think, we discussed that for at least a year when you were
Yeah.
going through the process of looking for the right doctor. And after going through over half of your life at that time without serious, medical interaction
Hmm.
that was promising, right? So you
Right.
were you were in a situation where I don't want to say it was hopeless because I know your
No,
your
no, that's
character.
exactly how I felt. It was I remember my wife and I had gone to Johns Hopkins, and pretty much the doctor there told me you're gonna have to live with this. That was it.
Right.
I was like, I thought I was going to the
Yeah,
most
the
the
top.
expert, and he said, yeah,
Yeah.
you just yeah.
Some that's amazing. So at that moment, how how did you handle that? I mean, when you left Johns Hopkins, how did you feel, and how did your wife feel at that moment?
Helpless.
Right,
I had to deal with it. So
right,
that became a whole nother struggle, and anxiety in itself was to get myself medicated, at least to the point where I wasn't. I mean, I
right.
was angry, Mike. I was lashing out at folks. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. My wife is a saint. She stuck with me through a
God
lot.
bless. God bless her.
Yeah, God bless her. I mean, there's times I've had family members leave the house. I mean, from like out of state. There was only two doctors in the world who were doing it at that time. One was on the West Coast. I'm at my end here. I'm
Right.
looking for any other option that I ain't figured out yet.
Exactly. How was Holly, your wife, through this process?
She's always been supportive. And she's strong. She don't take. She
Yeah.
don't take. There's a few times I thought she was out of here, but she stuck.
Mm,
She stuck with me.
mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have blamed her because I was nasty. I was nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how else? After a point when you're frustrated and you don't see a way out, you lash out at
At the people
things
you
that are
love.
closest to you. Yeah.
Right.
I
And
wasn't doing
did
anything
you
else. And you
did
can't do it at work. She was so. How do
right.
you keep it under wrap at work? Because I need my job. We need this money. So yeah, I'm able to keep that under wraps when at work. But when I'm
Mm-hmm.
myself, no. See, I'm not my real self at work. You know. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Exactly, man. And did you talk to your doctor about that? Did you say, "Hey, I need some help, man"?
Like mentally, no.
And that's
Never
another
even
that's
crossed my
another
mind.
thing. Yeah, that's another thing,
Never
right?
even crossed my mind, to be honest.
We don't really talk about that either. So when you found the doctor, that original conversation,
He told
how
me
was
I was
that?
2 or 3 years late. I should have found him years ago. I was late. He
What did
goes,
what
you
did
would have
that
been,
mean?
yeah. It was
What did that
so
mean?
there's like you would go see him, and then there was a list. You had to qualify, and there was a waiting list to get. I didn't wait. I
That
pretty much met him. He goes, first open, and I got you in.
right,
And I took the kids with me to the consultation too, to
right, to let him know that this is serious, man. I
yeah,
mean, I'm
exactly.
not walking in off
I
the
took the
street.
whole crew with me. I took the whole
Right.
crew with me. Yeah, he goes, yeah, you should have had this at least 2 or 3 years ago. You should have had this surgery years ago. But I wasn't even aware of that surgery. I don't even know how I
You
happened
didn't know it
upon it.
existed, right? I mean, you didn't even know. I mean, this was you were walking in
I had never
completely
heard of it.
cold, right?
Nobody had it. I mean, I always
Right.
saw a dermatologist. He was a plastic surgeon. I
Okay.
wouldn't have ever thought to go see a plastic surgeon. I was
Amazing.
seeing a dermatologist.
And no dermatologist ever told you you might want to see a plastic surgeon.
Nope. Nope. I don't know if they knew about the procedure.
So, okay. So
At the time, Mike, look, there was only 2 doctors doing them in the United States. One here in Miami and one in California. That's
right.
it. There was only 2 guys who knew how to do
Exactly.
it.
Right. And I only found one. When I started, well, I
Yep.
immediately, man, I went started looking Google. I was up 3 o'clock
Yep.
in the morning. I was like, oh my God,
And
Mike,
then thank
he
God
needs
for
help.
that, because you sparked something. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would have never thought it. I would have never thought of it. But you hit upon something out in California. I was like, I ain't going all the way to California
Right.
for
There's got to be another.
surgery.
Right. There's got to be another doctor. There's got to be another
Yep.
doctor, or maybe that doctor knows another doctor that's
Yep.
on the East Coast.
Yep. Yep. So that's how it all came to be. Our conversation, and then there it is. I guess our conversation, that promise that we made that we would talk about it.
Right.
If we hadn't had that conversation, I would
Well,
still be in the same condition I'm in.
you know, I think this is powerful, Mike, because you know when you open up, I'm speaking in third person, right? When you
Mhm.
open up, that affords yourself opportunity, right?
Yeah, everybody's worried about pride.
Yeah, and that actually gives you a person an opportunity for, and you know me, Mike, I'm a spiritual guy. It gives you opportunity for a blessing. Like that blessing might be right there. You just got to be
Yep.
open to it.